So how do you, a smart and serious fitness professional, build an online business giving you $1 million a year? If you want to become a $1 million coach, right now in this episode, I'm going to walk you through a behind the scenes discussion that I just had. Cara, an amazing online coach, is wanting to get to the $1 million a year mark and wanting to do it in the next 12 months. So if you want to go behind the scenes and where I want to actually show you how this works, because there's really two big things that we have to make sure are working for you to make this happen. And this is where these two big things are going to overlap. There is what I call the models, and then there's what I call the method. These are the two big things, because when we have this together, you're going to be able to have a business really working for you, giving you a smiley face. But with all seriousness, what I want to do right now is I want to walk you through exactly how to have the right model. So literally, we know that your business is actually able to do $1 million a year. This is one of the biggest mistakes that I see so many fitness professionals make, is their actual business isn't actually set up to be able to earn the amount of money that they want to be able to earn. But then secondly, having the method in place. Do you actually have the system so that you're able to get the amount of clients that you need for you to earn the money that you want? So if you're cool with that, then let's jump straight into this. The way that I want to be able to show you everything is going to be in two big parts. The first part is, let's get rid of this face for you first. This will make it easier. Is what I want to do is let's break this down into a really easy to work scenario, because Cara is doing two things with her online clients. She's running challenges, and she has one-on-one high-ticket coaching. So I'm just going to give you this exact scenario, because when Cara first came to me and booked in her game plan session, she was working hard, a really smart, really switched on coach, but at the end of the day was running out of hours, trying to do everything, but wasn't getting the results. Now we're able to piece together this system, and this system I want you to be able to walk away with. I want you to walk away from this episode knowing how to be able to do it. And it might not be exactly how you want, but I think this is going to be what a simple I'm putting down for you to be able to pick up. So Cara's running challenges. She's going to be running 3 challenges a year, and the one-on-one coaching is actually going to be 365 days. It's all year round. The challenges are actually run at $197 per person per challenge, and the online coaching is $397 per month. So this is just knowing what are we actually charging at the end of the day for the client, so that we can make sure that we have the right model in place. Really simply, for us to be able to do that, we can now break down how you want to be able to earn the money that you want at the end of the day. So let me take this stuff away right now, and what we're going to do is we're going to say with the challenges, the aim is this is going to bring in $600,000 per year, and the one-on-one high ticket, this is going to bring in $400,000 per year. This is the breakdown of how much work Cara wants to do. Now, really importantly, in the challenges, she actually has captains. She has other coaches doing the very vast majority of the coaching for her. And with the one-on-one high ticket coaching, she's in there, but she also has support staff helping her as well. So the delivery is really easy. So that's an important part, because you've got to ask yourself right now, knowing this, are you able to actually do the delivery, giving your clients what it is that they need, that you're promising, that what they're paying for at the end of the day? So let's go into this next step right now, and I'll bring back up my iPad for you. So how we break this down, Cara wants to be able to earn $600,000 a year from running 3 challenges every single year. And we know we're charging $197 per member to come on through. Now, simply, if you divide $197 by 600,000, what we actually come up with is going to be, it's going to be, dollar sign, it's going to be 3,050. So really roughly, we can just round this out, and it's going to be 1,000 people per challenge is needed. This is the number. We need 1,000 people per challenge signed up at the 197 mark to make sure that we're going to be able to earn the money that you want at the end of the day. Amazing. And what we're going to do in the next step is we're going to break down, how do we actually make that happen? How do we get the people, how do we get the leads to be able to sign them on into this process as well? Now we've got to break down the one-on-one high ticket coaching. So Cara is charging $397 per month per client. And there's actually a 3-month minimum, which I recommend, a 3-month minimum for clients to be signing up for. So we know at the very least, each client is going to be worth $1,200 to Cara. And we know that the goal, the target, is going to be $400,000 per year. So if we simply divide 400,000 by 1,200, we get 333 clients is needed. That's the target. That is what you're working for right now. 333 clients need to get signed up in the next 12 months to make sure that this business is actually going to bring Cara in $1 million per year. Now, really importantly, there is one assumption that I did make just then, and that is clients are only staying on for the bare minimum. Now, to be perfectly honest, I think we can all make an easy assumption that clients are going to be staying on for much longer. So if anything, the 333 clients is actually a number that's actually too high. It's going to be a lot less than that at the end of the day. But again, that's perfectly fine. Let's actually make the numbers as hard as possible. So if anything, by following this, you're going to be making more money anyways. So we know that we need 333 clients inside of the high ticket coaching program. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go through the process to how do we make that happen? So how do we make sure that you're actually able to get 333 clients into your high coaching program, high ticket coaching program that is, and that is a process that I've previously shown in another episode, but I want to use a snippet of this. This is really important. This is how we actually know that we're not just making stuff up, that this is the exact process that I use with our members so that we can have the exact numbers put together for you to earn the money that you want. So you can see down here, our goal is to sign on 333 clients. Now, we have a sales pipeline, which is you get a lead to come in to book a conversation with you. You have a quick triage call that's a 10 to 15 minute conversation to make sure, can you actually help this person? Then you get them to have a second conversation, which is, hey, this is what the program's all about. Is this what you want? And you get them signed on into the actual coaching program. Now, let's actually go back. This could be a little bit advanced. If it's a little bit advanced for you, perfectly fine. Stick with me. I'm going to break this down. But what we need is 849 applications. In the next 12 months, 849 applications. If 70% of people show up to the triage call, that means Cara and her team are going to have 595 triage calls. Then we're going to have 416 strategy calls, which then at an 80% close rate will get Cara 333 clients. Now, just based on these numbers, just based with the high ticket coaching, being able to continually build, we go into what we call a money map down here. Now, let's just say Cara is currently doing $45,000 a month at the moment with her business. Now, just focusing on the high ticket coaching, making sure that on a month-to-month basis, there is 61 applications that turn into 72 quick calls that turn into 35 calls to then close 19 clients per month. Now, if she just follows those numbers of 19 clients per month, you can see in January, she's at 45,000. In February, she's at 51,000. And in August, she's at $86,000 per month. In December, she's at $107,000 per month. And obviously it continues to grow from there. But the idea of why I want to show you this is you can see that by just focusing on some very simple numbers, the system, the very simple one system needed is going to make sure that the business is doing what's needed to. And the biggest reason why I want to show you this is because by having this one system in place, you can wake up every single day knowing the few things to do to make sure that you're able to actually grow your business rather than trying to figure it out yourself, or rather than waking up and stressing about, is all the hard work you're doing actually working? That's not a good feeling. Let's actually wake up confident and clear about what it is that you need to do. So we just broke down how the high ticket one-on-one coaching is going to get sold. Now let's actually talk about how the challenges are going to get sold. And one of the easiest ways to actually be able to sell something at this price point is going to be an automated webinar. Or really, it's simply just going to be a video explaining to the potential customer, to the potential client, hey, this is the problem that you have. This is the solution that I have. Do you want to get on board? That's basically what a sales video, what a webinar is really doing at the end of the day. Now, what I want to do is actually make this really practical for you. And so what we need to do is we go, okay, the challenge needs to earn $600,000 per year, which we just did before. We know that we need 1,000 members per challenge. So you could be like, Chris, that sounds really good, but how do we actually make that happen? Great question. We know that we want to be able to use a webinar funnel to be able to sell this. Now, the current list, the current actual database that Cara has can get about 500 members into a challenge so far. So remember, we need 1,000 members, which means we need to go out and get 500 new people that don't know who Cara are right now. So we can get 500 people from what we call cold traffic, and then we need to be able to sell the 500 people that are in her current email and database right now. So if we just focus on the cold traffic, because this is going to be the hardest, this is how it's going to break down. Because what we need to be able to do is we need to be able to have at the end of the day, and I'll bring this up for you to make it nice and clear, is we need to have a 3% conversion rate on webinar. Okay, so really clearly, we need to be able to have 3% of the people that watch this video convert and get onto the challenge. 3%, pretty low number, can definitely happen because Cara and the team actually have an amazing program that they sell, so that she's going to be able to knock this out of the park. So 3% conversion rate. Knowing that we need a 3% conversion rate, that actually means to get to, because remember, we need 500 sales from the webinar, we need 17,000 opt-ins. So our goal is to be able to set up this system to be able to get 17,000 opt-ins. Now, by running Facebook ads, which is the current setup, to the webinar, we're seeing an easy $2.20 per opt-in, which means that Cara needs to spend about $37,000, 400 on ads. Okay, now you'd be like, whoa, hang on, it's $37,000 on ads. Pump the brakes, chill out. We're going to walk through this right now. We're going to spend $37,000 on ads to be able to get those 17,000 opt-ins right now. But by us being able to actually have 1,000 sales, so 1,000 people is going to equal at 197, you know it, $197,000 for just that one challenge. Okay, so by using the current database that Cara already has, by using the ads to be able to drive people to the opt-in, to get people to watch the webinar, remember we need 17,000, which could be a high number for you if you haven't played that game before, but that's perfectly fine. But we need to be able to get those 17,000 new people, and then we need to get only 3% of those people to then get into the new challenge. And then that means by selling 1,000 people into one challenge, that's $197,000 just for that one challenge. But this is really important right now. Pause just for a second. She's just added 17,000 people to her list, which she can then continue to sell to later on, that could then even potentially buy the high ticket coaching as well. So these are the lowest level numbers that Cara is working off. And this is why it's something that's really simple at the end of the day. So let's put this into a nutshell. Let's wrap this bow up for you. So as I've just shown you, we've been able to break down the model, which is essentially knowing that Cara needs to be able to have 1,000 people in each challenge 3 times a year. And then she's needing 333 high ticket online clients signed online, and that is going to bring in the $1 million a year mark. Now, this is the simple process right now, because we know, and because I've taken you through, the first step was the high ticket coaching. Let's show you this. This was the breakdown of her sales pipeline. We know that she needs to be able to get 849 people to opt in for a call. With her sales pipeline staying true, that's going to equal 333 clients signed up into that program. Then after that, we broke down the actual, how does the sign-ups for the challenge go, being able to build her list, being able to sell the 500 new people into the next challenge, but then having an extra 17,000 people that she can then be able to sign on into all of the future challenges as well. So now we're growing a huge list. She has a great audience, but then now she's being able to hit her numbers easily to hit that $1 million a month mark. Now, I know this episode is being nitty gritty. I wanted to share something with you where we really break down the numbers and I can show you step by step going from, hey, I want to have $1 million a year online fitness coaching business. How does that actually look? And us being able to piece that together. So if this has been something where it's like, oh, I think I can actually do this. This is something that I want to do. The easiest next step is just to book in a quick game plan session, just like what Cara did, but this is the easiest next step. And why? Because really simply, we need to figure out 3 things. For you, we need to figure out where is it that you are right now. Are you starting from scratch, or are you in a little bit more advanced, a little bit more progressed position, such as Cara today? And number 2, we need to figure out, well, where is it that you want to go? What does success look like to you? How much money do you want to be earned? Do you have the right model? Do you have the right method in place? Literally going through the process I've just taken you through in this episode, because then number 3, we can actually put together the exact steps for you to be able to go through that entire process so that you can wake up every single day being able to watch your business grow. You can wake up every single day knowing the few things that are going to bring in clients for you, and you know how to coach them as well. So if that sounds good to you, what I'll do is I'll pop a link below for you to book in your one-on-one game plan session. This is our way to make sure that we can actually answer all of your questions and that we can set up your plan moving forward for you to build your business as well. And if you've enjoyed this episode, please click like, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I would hate for you to miss any of these episodes. That would be a huge bummer missing out on these trainings that I've got coming up for you. And also, if you've got more questions, if you've got specific topics or problems that you want me to be able to help you to solve, pop them in the comments. I'd love to be able to shoot the future episodes answering exactly what you've got right now. So thank you so much for being here. We'll see you in the next episode.